just got the cutest Christmas card. Look, I love this so much. This, I think, yeah, let's use this for our inspiration for a manger scene project today. Come on. Okay, art room ready. Here we go. But before we get started, let's make sure we have the right mindset. Okay, with joy in our mind, with joy in my heart, I'm gonna keep a joyful spirit as I make art. Let's go. All right, so this project can be done on white paper or black paper. E's gonna show you on black, and she's also choosing which direction? Horizontal. Okay, so you're gonna do horizontal. I'm gonna do mine vertical. That way you can see that this scene can be done either way in whatever form you like, because you
are the artist.
Are the artist. That's right. You get to make the decision. Now, I'm going to pick, because I want to go with some soft, muted pastel kind of colors. So I'm gonna pick this nice little lavender periwinkle color. I'm gonna lay it on its side like that. That's how we're gonna push it. Since you're doing yours on black, you could do like a pink and kind of give it a nice little nighttime sunsetty look, okay? Now, so we're gonna set it on our paper, and we're gonna just kind of push it back and forth all the way across. That's about where the point of my manger is gonna go. So now on this side, I'm just gonna do shorter. You see that? Then I'm gonna do the same thing on this side, almost like you're doing a pyramid.
Like this?
Mm-hmm. Just kind of wanna leave the inside open. Yeah, that looks good, E. Okay, now I like that kind of dusty look, so I've used my purple. I'm gonna pick up another color. I don't really want brown. Maybe a gray. I'm gonna use a gray. What are you gonna use? Are you gonna blend something in with your pink, or are you gonna leave it?
Maybe I'm gonna use this.
Yeah, okay. Now this is just kind of like an accent color, so you're not doing.
I'm gonna like get some of it off. So
get some of it off your fingers. That's a good idea. I've been drawing all morning, so my hands are covered. Okay. And then I want just a little bit of highlight in mine. So I'm just gonna kind of come and do a few lines. So I've got all my colors in that I want now. I'm gonna take my paper towel for this one, and I'm going to very, very lightly just kind of blend those colors together.
Why are you using a paper towel?
That's an excellent question. Well, because our fingers have oils, natural oils on them, and that helps with blending. But I want this one to have more of a dry look, and so it's gonna actually wipe some of the color off so that it gives it that real muted background.
Like this?
Because I don't want my sky on this one to be the focal point. I'll even go back in with a little bit of white here and there just to kind of give it a little bit more movement. And I'm picking it up and just giving it some little highlights here and there. I'm not coloring it solid.
Mine looks like purple.
It does. Pretty pinky purple. Okay, so that's our background. You're gonna pick your light color. I'm gonna use this really vibrant, actually no, I'm gonna use this yellow.
I was gonna use that yellow.
You can use it after me.
Okay.
We can share. All right, so I'm gonna pick about where I want baby Jesus, leaving room for the manger, mom and dad, all those things. So I'm gonna come about right here, and I'm gonna make an arch. Think of it like a really small rainbow. And then I'm gonna do that several times. I'm using the short side of my pastel, and I'm doing that several times coming out from that. Here, what?
So like.
Yep, just like that. Now I'm gonna take this vibrant gold and I'm just gonna add in just a couple of lines.
Can I put it in, Mama?
Not yet. You want the gold?
Yes.
All right, now this time I'm gonna use my finger to blend because I want the oils to help. And do you remember how we did the Christmas light, the glow effect? That's what we're doing here. We're gonna start on our gold and we're gonna push it all the way out, all the way around. And that gives us our light glow.
Like that?
Yep,
I won't get some of this off.
that's perfect. Well, we're gonna go over that, so don't worry about it too terribly much, okay? Okay, so there's our light shining up from baby Jesus. So let's draw baby Jesus. Grab yourself a brown.
I'll use this one.
Okay. I don't want.
This one's a pretty one.
Let me test it on my. Yeah, this is the one I want. Okay, so we're gonna use the edge. We're gonna use the edge of our brown, just like we're drawing
Like
with
this?
a pencil. Because we want to get kind of decent lines. So you want to find somewhere on your pastel that's got kind of a nice little point-ish. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to come over here on this edge, and I'm going to do an oval. Watch first. I'm doing an oval. That's baby Jesus's head. Okay. And yes, I want some of it to go up onto the gold. Okay, I want that. It's not. All right, and now from his head, I'm gonna kind of follow what that gold that's already there and make the body. And then just come back. So I'm starting here at the head. I'm arching out and curving back in. You follow the arch that's already there. All right. Looking good, you guys. Now, before we add any color there, we're gonna come out and we're gonna do the manger. Now, think of a banana, okay? I know. Think of a banana. That's what we're gonna do with to make the manger that he's laying in. Okay, so we're gonna come under his body and we're gonna curve up around his head.
I'm terrible at it.
In kind of a banana shape. You see that? We're gonna make sure it hugs him really snug. Okay. And you want to pull it up and a little bit around at the head. Okay.
This is what I'm just doing.
I like it. Okay, and then we're gonna go underneath and we're gonna make the letter X. Okay. And that's gonna be the feet for the manger. Now, I like to make my X a little thick, but you do not have to.
There's no space.
Perfect.
There's no space.
I think it looks good though. It works. Okay. Set that brown to the side. We're going to come back to it. You are going to need it. Before we move on from the baby, you're going to find whatever color you want the baby's face to be. This is the color I'm using. You can use whatever color you want to. You are the artist. You are the artist.
I'm going to use this pen.
All right, so I'm going to come in and think of it just like a coloring book. I'm going to color in his face, but I want to make sure I'm going in a circular motion. And yes, it's going to pick up some of that dark brown. Let it. That makes shadows and all kinds of fun stuff. And yes, it's going to pick up some of the gold. That's what you want when you're working with these pastels. Okay. Okay. Just like a coloring
Mine's
book.
not picking up any of that color. Oh.
Yours is, but it's overpowering it because yours is a little brighter. So take your finger and just kind of rub it in good. Okay. And then decide on what he would be wrapped in a baby blanket. So what color you want the baby blanket to be. I'm going with white.
I'm going with blue because, like, in the movie, Mary has, like, her baby wrapped in, like, some of her blue, like, fabric.
Yeah, I can see that. And
So-
blue usually signifies boy, so sure. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm taking my white along the brown
I'm going to go for
so that when I curve down towards the manger, it kind of gives that effect of it's a blanket that is wrapped multiple times. So it just goes ahead and does the hard work for me. And again, notice we're really not doing a whole lot of blending here. It's doing most of the work for us. Now, if you're doing like E and you're using some different colors, you can go back, excuse me, you can go back in and layer in some other highlights. Like if you're using blue, maybe do a couple of darker blue streaks in it to blend together and a little bit of white to give it some movement. Yeah, like that. All right, while she's finishing up hers, I'm gonna take a lighter brown and I'm gonna come back and kind of streak this. I'm not coloring solid, I'm just giving some little lines. We're gonna streak around
like
on the manger. And on the X. So now we have the dark brown, a lighter brown. I think I'm gonna go in with a little bit of blue as well, because I just think that makes a really nice accent color.
Okay, this is actually looking pretty pretty.
It is, I like it. Okay.
I'm gonna, can I use that one?
You can, that's a good blue. All right, now before we move on, I'm gonna take our blending tool and let's work all of that together that we just did.
I got some of that in on it, so I'm just gonna wipe it off.
Yep, it happens. And just kind of work around, let it blend it all together, let it clean up some of your edges. If it gets to the point you can't see your work, just blow across it. It'll blow all the extra away and then you can see what you're working with.
This is actually really pretty. Can I do some on the...
Absolutely. Absolutely. In fact, I'm going to do some on Baby Jesus too. I think this is one of my absolute favorite blending tools.
Me too.
Because it just kind of makes it all come together. Okay. Now, as the artist, could you choose to be done here? Yeah, you could. You've got Baby Jesus, the light of the world. You've got your background. Yeah, you could choose to be done here. We're going to take it a step further and we are going to add Mary and Joseph. Now, we're kind of going for an abstract vibe here. Let me show you our guide again. So we're going for like a little abstract vibe. So we're not going to worry about drawing facial features and things like that. We're just giving the idea of a person, okay? So for this part, for Mary and Joseph, I'm gonna use my dark brown as my outline. Use whatever color you want, totally up to you. Make sure, I like to clean mine off so I'm not picking up other colors right now. All right, and then we're gonna use it just like a pencil. And I'm gonna come, kind of decide where you want Mary's head.
Her head should be right here.
Okay, so we're gonna do the same shape we did for the baby's head, for Mary's head, and we're gonna do just a nice little oval. I like to tilt my oval so it looks like she's looking down. Don't have to, it's just what I like to do. All right, and then we're gonna come over here on this side, same thing for Joseph. Now, I like to draw Joseph kneeling. You could choose to draw him standing. That depends on where you put his head. If you want him standing, you're gonna put his head higher. If you want him kneeling, you're gonna put his head lower, okay? I'm gonna put it about even to where Mary is on this side.
I'm putting a little bit higher above Mary's.
Okay.
Now it kind of looks like, Mama, now it kind of looks like that this is the nose and that's the mouth.
Yeah.
And this is the
Oh yeah, I see it. You got a face going on inside your artwork. All right, so we have Mary over here, Joseph over here. So now that we have our guides, let's give them some shape. Okay, so this is her face. So from her face, we're gonna come down and we're gonna draw a line. Now look, I got to my manger. I'm not drawing through my manger. This is where we're gonna pretend draw. So I drew my line here, pick up the pick up your pastel, pretend like you're drawing till you get to the other side of the manger. And then I like to let mine swoop out.
That's why I'm doing this.
All right, and then we're gonna do the same thing over here on this side of her. Gonna kind of come down and let it swoop out.
And I'm doing another side to make it like that.
Very nice. All right, while we have this brown, we're gonna come through and we're just gonna give her some hair. And this is just squiggly lines. Who said squiggles have no place in art? Okay. And we're gonna do this on both sides. Yes, I know we're leaving the top bald on purpose, okay? That's on purpose. We're gonna come back to it. Trust the process.
Mama, this looks like straight hair now. This one.
All right, so little squiggles. Okay, we're done with our dark brown on Mary. Let's come over to Joseph. I'm gonna turn my paper so I can keep my hand up and not mess up what we've got so far.
Mine's like this, so I don't have to.
Same thing with Joseph. He is looking at baby Jesus. So we're gonna come up. We're gonna kind of start at the top of his head because he's not gonna have a head covering. And we're gonna go in little circular motions so that the hair has some movement. Oh wait, I should probably do the body, shouldn't I? I got really excited about his hair. Okay, let's finish his hair and then we'll do his body.
I'm done.
Okay, so there's his hair, and I'm gonna do a beard. So we're gonna come about halfway from the hairline down his face, and there's his beard.
I'm not gonna do a beard one.
You don't have to, you're the
I'm
artist.
just gonna do a straight line.
Okay, so see where his hair is right here? That's where we're gonna start, and we're gonna curve. We're gonna, baby, don't hit the table, okay? We're gonna do a curve in to make him look like he's bending over. He's kneeling down. And then we're gonna do this line back. That's where he's kneeling, okay? Kind of looks like a number 2. So if you think of a number 2 going in and out,
Like that?
that's him. All right, and then from the front, we're gonna give him the rest of his body. Pretend draw through your manger. And then his knees. Okay, and again, this is just very abstract, very much just the idea. Okay. All right. So if you want to give him a little more beard, you can. If you want to give him more hair, you can. You are the artist. You decide.
This.
All right. So there's our Mary and our Joseph. Now let's make them look like people. I want to do Mary's hood first, I think, her little veil.
I'm gonna use this this blue.
Your blue's right there.
No.
Over here, use this one, I'll use this one. Okay, so now we're gonna do Mary's hood. We're gonna start at the top and just kind of almost like a halo. You see that? Just almost like a halo. And it's gotta have a bottom piece and a top piece. So right there, like a little oval. And then we're gonna come down and just let it kind of fan out. And I like to make hers long. You can make it short, doesn't matter. You're the artist. Now this blue is a little brighter than what I want it to be because everything else is kind of muted. So I am gonna go back with my periwinkle.
I want to make mine like bright because it's dark.
Here's my periwinkle.
Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna go back with my periwinkle, and I'm just gonna.
Periwinkle.
It's like a light bluey lavender color, and I'm gonna go over my blue. And I like this because it gives it some motion too. All right, and that kind of mutes the color. Well, we're not done with him. I'm doing like more of a pastel muted kind of look, so you're not really gonna see him super bold. All right.
Super bold.
Okay, now I'm gonna take my white, and I'm intentionally going over Mary's hair because I want to pull some of that brown down into her gown so it looks kind of linen-ish, which would be appropriate for that time period.
Can I use that too?
And I'm going, starting at the top, and I'm moving down. These strokes matter because that's what helps build the direction of her clothing. There you go.
Honestly,
Did you want to use the white?
Yes.
Okay.
Honestly, Mama,
Yeah.
Mary's bigger than Joseph.
That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, while she's working on her Mary's gown, I'm going to take my skin color, same color that I used for baby Jesus's face, and I'm going to use it on Mary's face. And because we already have our light background, like from the light shining up, it's going to work in our favor and give us the effect of his glow on her face. Oh yeah, I'm liking that a lot. Now I'm gonna blend in another color brown into her hair just to give it a little dimension. Lights and shadows. Art is all about lights and shadows. All right, then take your blending tool and just kind of work it all together.
I'm doing the same thing that I did with Joseph. Not Joseph. Jesus.
Yeah, I like it. Okay, so when you have her like you want her, take your same brown.
That's my thing.
This is mine. Yeah, take your same brown, and then we're gonna go right here, right along the top of her veil, and do like a little piece that would be holding it on. Okay, so we're gonna trace that veil, and then maybe even let it, hang down like there was ties. You can come down and just give some movement, just some little bitty lines.
Done.
Nothing major, just some little bitty lines that just kind of help define everything. And so I'm going along the veil and her gown and lightly brushing that brown to help separate them, and so that creates a shadow. Okay, all right, so we got Mary finished. She looks great. Okay, let's move over. Hang on, one more thing I want to do. I want to clean up that line just a little bit.
I know.
No, you don't have to. You are the artist. Okay, so now let's hop over and look at Joseph. And we're gonna pretty much do the same thing we did with Mary to Joseph. I think
I'm gonna use this brown for Joseph.
okay, I'm gonna start with his face.
Wait, no, can I use this brown for him?
You may. I'm gonna start with his face, and I do wanna pick up, I'm going over my outline. Can you see that right there? I do wanna pick that up. Because that gives us that light and that shadow effect. It just kind of works in our favor, makes it easier. Okay, let's add in some other tones to his hair. I got some light brown going on top of that dark brown, keeping that same circular motion. We'll do it to his beard too. And then blend it.
It almost looks like they're old. For some reason. Mine looks like it's almost like they're old.
So next week starts our Winter Wonderland series.
And guys, make sure to check our channel and like and subscribe.
That way you don't miss any of the videos, right?
Right.
Okay, so decide what color you want his robes to be.
I'm
I
using this one.
kind of want him to mimic Mary a little bit, so I think I'm gonna pull in a dark blue. Again, you don't have to, but you can. Okay, and I'm only gonna do just some lines. I'm not coloring it in solid because I don't want it to overpower what we already have going on.
Done.
Nice. Okay. Now, where's the white? Do you have the white ink?
Yeah.
All right, now I'm going to take my white, and just like with Mary, I'm going to pull down. Oh yeah, I'm loving that. That is so fun. That is so fun. I love that.
Now I can see Joseph more.
Yeah. Makes a difference, doesn't it?
Makes a difference.
And then just keep working with that white until you have it looking like you want it, because you're the artist.
I'm gonna use my blending tool.
Ooh, that's smart. You can use that to kind of clean up some of my edges. Put some in Joseph's hair too. Uh-oh. I got his beard in his eyes, so I'm gonna go back over with my face color. Hey, problem solved. All better. Yeah, I like that one a lot. Okay, now let's talk a little bit about the background. Notice we didn't do anything as far as the ground. If you want to, take you a little bit of brown and just kind of dab it in there. Little short strokes, little short dabs. Nothing fancy. And then you can kind of take your finger and just blend it around. Okay.
Done.
Super cool. Okay, almost there, you guys. A couple more things. Let's draw our manger, which is just our shelter around him, and we're keeping it super simple. We're using straight lines and straight angle lines that are going to connect. Okay, so we're going to go on either side, and I think I'm going to go to about right there. Okay, so I'm going to start here and go up. Start at the same place on both sides so it's even. Okay. All right, and there is our manger. You can make your as thick as you want to, as thin as you want to. I like to go over and like double mine because I'm gonna go back through with some other colors from the manger and pull them in. So like I'm gonna work in a little bit of that dark blue just to give it some motion and some shadow.
I'm gonna use this light blue.
Yeah, I'm using the dark blue on the inside of it just a little bit. Might even work in some peach. Oh, I like that. I like the way that looks.
I'm gonna use my blending tool.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good idea, E. I think I'm gonna come back with my blending tool just to clean it all up.
And I'm done.
Now, do you have to use blues? No. You can use browns, you can use dark grays, purples. It's your artwork.
I'm gonna use this for like the star effect.
All right. That's the one you want to use?
Yeah.
I like it.
And you should use
Okay.
this one.
Okay, I'm gonna use this one. Now, right above the manger, if you want to do this, you can. Do you have to do this?
No.
Absolutely not. But we're gonna go, we want a nice tall line. Now, this is where it's a little tricky because this part you wanna do towards the top, not at the top. It's not a T, or I'm sorry, it is a T. It's not a capital T, it's a lowercase t that we're making. So when you come across with your horizontal line, you want it to be above the center of that line.
Like this.
Like that. Yeah, just like that.
And now I'm gonna
Okay, and then we're gonna do a diagonal line right through that middle, both ways. So you're gonna make a letter X on top of your T. Okay? Now,
no T.
yeah. And you can stop there. I'm gonna try to find a clean finger. That's clean-ish. I am going to do the glow effect, just like we did on our Christmas light series.
Mama,
What?
this is my cleanest.
That's your cleanest finger? That's actually kind of impressive, kid. Okay, and I'm stealing E's gold because after I blur, I'm gonna go back on
Hey!
top
Fine, I'm stealing yours.
and highlight it with that. And then I'm gonna do it with my blending tool. And that should I should have cleaned off my blending tool. I got blue in it. Whoopsies. That's all right.
Mine's pretty.
Yep, I like it. All right, and you are officially done, my friend. Oh wait, what do we always need to do to our artwork?
Sign our name.
Oh,